Hi, I'm Tony Coccagna, and welcome to the Coach Tom McConnell Show. I'm here with IUP women's basketball coach Tom McConnell. His team is 17-2 and 12-2 in the PSAC West and in second place in the division. Crimson Hawks are coming off Saturday's 66-61 loss at Mercyhurst. Coach, it was a tough one up there. The team you beat by 51 points down here. When you're going into a game like that against an opponent that you've really taken care of the first time, what do you tell your team going into a game like that?
Well, as you know, Tony, we've talked about it. Each game has a life of its own, and there are circumstances with each game. And, so we knew going up there that they were playing really good basketball, and we're a much improved team, and had beaten Cal on their home floor a week earlier. So it wasn't a matter of us overlooking them, but I think part of it is human nature. Hey, we beat a team by a solid amount the first time. This shouldn't be too tough, but we knew it was going to be a challenge. They played very well there, and it was a very physical game. And our girls fought and just I thought played very hard as well, but just weren't able to make enough shots down the stretch to pull it out.
You haven't gotten together with them since then. You will today. What do you say, and do you just put that one in your rearview mirror right away? Yeah,
I think we have a very resilient group that, and I think they have a great quality about them, able to put, whether it's a win or a loss, behind them and really stay focused on the challenge now that is ahead. And we just talk about all the time, just win or lose, let's learn from what just happened, and let's be committed to growing, to getting better. And, we talk about at Wimbledon, as you walk onto center court, there's a sign that says, and I'm paraphrasing, true champions are the ones who can treat the two imposters, winning and losing, the same. And that's what we try to do, try to just learn and grow and, get better and not be, we say let's be convicted to get better, to figure out what we can do better to next time we play, which is Wednesday night. So I have great confidence in this group that they'll do that and accept that challenge.
We'll put it in our rearview mirror here now too. Your team is 17-2, nationally ranked. How did you get to this point?
Once again, I think we have a very committed, talented group. They've played together for several years now, so they know each other. So that, I think that enabled us to get off to a good start early in the year. We were still challenged early trying to fit new people into new roles and how to make that all work. And I think we're doing that little by little. But I think it's just a group that's really committed and passionate about playing basketball and getting better, and they enjoy playing the game with one another. They really share the ball. It's been a good defensive team, not a great rebounding team, but a very good defensive team. And I think that's one of the things on Saturday night, and that'll be one of our messages to our team. We've worked so hard defensively, and we were able to get stops, but we didn't hold them to one shot. We gave up too many offensive rebounds, and so we've got to continue to grow in that area.
It's is it deflating for a defense when you play great defense for 30 seconds and then you give up that offensive rebound and you got to play something?
Yeah, I think it gets frustrating, not to finish it and get that stop and the outlet. And, part of our success is we like to run. We want to push the ball. We want to get it up the floor and get easy baskets. Just shoot the three. It's a fun way to play. And when you're not getting those rebounds, you're not getting as many fast break opportunities. And so that's kind of where it starts for us. So we get back in the gym today. That'll be one of the points of emphasis.
Megan Smith, one of your seniors, I have to believe that it's really fun and rewarding to watch a player from her freshman year to her senior year and the way she progresses. She's having a great year. How has she put that together?
Oh, it's special to watch because, as you mentioned, we've watched her grow, and she's grown through hard work, being in the gym, And the irony, Tony, is as I was getting ready to walk through the KCAC, and there's Megan on the shooting gun by herself in the gym, nobody's around, and she is working on her game. And I think that's been the key to her success. She's shooting, I want to say 44% from the three, but she's so versatile, so versatile. I just say this all the time. It's one of the, your earlier question of, how did we get there? One of the things I think that helps us is we have a four-man in Megan who can really shoot the ball, who can go inside and outside, and you have to guard her. And so it really opens up the lane for drives, for Brittany and Mara inside to go one-on-one. And that's such a valuable asset for a basketball team to have. And Megan brings that to our team.
Let's talk about point guards. From Marina Matthey and Marina Wareham to Carolyn Appleby. They've been solid. Carolyn's having a great year. The transition has been seamless in that position. How do you groom them?
We've been very fortunate to have, the three that you mentioned to be able to step in and play and run the team. And because it's like a quarterback in football. You only miss them when you don't have them, and you know how important it is to a team. Somebody who's going to run the team, somebody who's going to ignite the fast break, spread the ball around. And the three that you mentioned all had the ability to score the basketball as well, and Carolyn just fits that mold. And she just uses her speed in the open floor. She can get in the lane. She's developed a really good pull-up jumper. You have to guard her from the three. So she really is an important part of what we do. And, I just want to see her continue to grow defensively, finding the open man, and she's doing that.
She has a toughness about her too, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She's for lack of a better term, she's a bulldog, and you just want to turn her loose. She, does a great job of pressuring the ball and, just making things happen for us. And she's resilient. She takes the ball. She's fearless. She takes the ball to the rim. She gets fouled. She gets knocked down, and you think, oh my, she can be done. And she gets back up and she's sprinting down the other end. So she's been a tremendous player for us.
Another playmaker for you, Lauren Wallace. She's leading the conference in assists, over 5 a game. How does she really keep that offense flowing for you?
Yeah, she's just so versatile, especially on the offensive end. She has great vision, great vision. If you're on the floor with Lauren, you need to be ready because she's going to find you. She's one of the best passers that I think I've ever coached. And she just brings great leadership to our team. The thing that, and as we move forward, going down the stretch, and we will have the conversation probably today with Lauren about this, is she has a gift to score the basketball as well. And her nature, she is one of the most giving, humble, young people I've ever had the privilege to coach. And she's very content. I think her life off the court is an extension of her life on the court. She's always looking, who can I make things better for? And we're going to ask her as coaches to use that gift of scoring to get outside of that a little bit. Because right now, I think going down the stretch, the last 8-9 games of the regular season, whatever it is, we need her to score the basketball because you enter a period now where teams know your offense. You know each other. Things that worked the first time around, they're now ready for. And when that play is stopped, you need playmakers. And so we are at our best when we have 4 double-digit scorers. And so in addition to Lauren's skilled and passing, really want her to be a 3-point threat and a scorer.
Hallie Denman, another of your seniors, she just does so many things, and some show up on the score sheet and some don't. What kind of player is she?
Very, once again, very special, you know, and you nailed it when you said it doesn't show up on the score sheet. She just has all the intangibles. She knows how to win. We ask her to do a little bit of everything, Tony. I mean, if a team presses us, Hallie, get in there, take the ball out of bounds for us, find the open man, bring it up. The other team has a top scoring perimeter player. Hallie, get in there, guard her, shut her down, take her out. Let's see if we can eliminate their top scorer. And she's guarded point guards, wings, power forwards for us, and she just gets her hands on a lot of basketball. She rebounds it. She finds the open man, and she's another one that's a very capable scorer and somebody we want to just, look to be more aggressive. And if she can be a double-digit scorer for us, that makes us that much difficult to play against.
Let's go back to the preseason for a minute. You went out to Notre Dame for an exhibition game. What was that experience like, and how did it help this team bond?
It's a great experience, and we would do it again. Although there was a point, I think in the middle of the fourth quarter, I turned to the staff when we were down 40, and I said, "Are we sure we want to keep doing this?" But when you're able to step back and you put the whole experience together, the bonding that takes place of being able to expose to a great program, prepare for them. We grow as coaches when we do that. We are using things this year that in our preparation we saw Notre Dame do, and it has made our program better. Our players see how hard they work, how committed they are, and we got a chance to tour the campus and the facilities and meet people, and so you tie that all together, and it's very worthwhile, and it just helps you to grow, and I think in recruiting it helps us as well too. I think players that we talk to like the idea of, hey, I'm going to be playing against Notre Dame. I'm going to be playing at Maryland, at UConn, and they love that challenge, and they love to put themselves up against the best.
Then you come back home and you play Pitt, and you win.
Yes.
What was it like for you? Because there's a family connection there. So personally, what was it like for you winning that game?
It was bittersweet because in one hand you're really happy for your players and your team and your program, and you know what that means. But as a brother, one side of you is just not sure how to act, how to handle this, because you have a great love for your sister, and you know that that's who was on the other side. And so the game ended, and we shake hands and we go inside, and we're about to go in to the locker room with the team, and our players are very excited, and I'm standing outside the door, and I was very stoic, very laid back, and you think it would be different after just beating an ACC team. And Kelly turned to me and she said, you better go in there and enjoy this with our team, because they're expecting that. And she was right, and that was good for me to hear at that moment. And so we went in and we just had a great celebration in the locker room and embraced it. And I think it gave us a great confidence and helped us grow. And so it was a very unique experience, to say the least.
So back to the regular season now. You go out to Slippery Rock on Wednesday, a team that you played here and beat by double figures. What do you have to do going out there in that one?
Well, if you're going to play Slippery Rock and have success, I think you've got to be prepared to be very physical and on the attack. They're a very, very physical team. They play hard, really good, solid man-to-man defense. And so we've got to be ready, for that, to match and exceed that physicality that they play. And they'll play their type of defense. They play man-to-man, but they're in gaps. They pack it in. They're not outside denying and trying to take the passing lanes away and everything. So you have to be prepared for them playing. And when you drive it, there literally is going to be 2 or 3 people there. And so you've got to make good decisions with the basketball. You got to be tough with it, and you got to make good decisions. And so that's one of the challenges that we face when we go to play them.
Okay, Coach, we'll see you out at Slippery Rock on Wednesday, back home for Gannon on Saturday. Good luck with both of those.
I look forward to it, Tony. Thank you.
Thank you.